Once hailed as the closest ally Prince Harry had left within the royal fold, Princess Eugenie has reportedly been left shocked and hurt after being cut off by her cousin. For years, Eugenie maintained a quiet but firm loyalty to Harry, even as he distanced himself from the monarchy and embarked on a controversial new chapter with Meghan Markle in California. But recent developments suggest that the final thread of familial connection may have finally snapped, and Eugenie, known for her discretion, is no longer staying silent. Prince Harry's decision to sever ties with Eugenie raises questions not just about his relationship with her, but about his increasingly fraught connections with the wider royal family. Eugenie, a princess who has largely stayed away from public scandals, is said to have been one of the very few royals who kept in contact with Harry after his infamous Megxit. She even visited the couple at their Montecito mansion, an act of personal support that was interpreted as a gesture of enduring family loyalty in the face of growing public and royal frustration toward Harry and Meghan's behavior. But that loyalty seems to have been repaid with silence. Sources close to the royal household reveal that communication between the cousins has all but stopped, with Harry apparently cutting off contact entirely. And now, Princess Eugenie is reportedly deeply disappointed and not afraid to share her side of the story anymore. This shift comes at a time when Harry's credibility is under renewed scrutiny. While he and Meghan have tried to rebrand themselves as champions of mental health and global activism, critics argue that their public campaigns often contradict their personal actions. Accusations of hypocrisy, such as flying private jets while preaching about climate change, or promoting family healing while airing grievances against his own relatives, have followed Harry relentlessly. Eugenie's apparent fallout with Harry underscores a broader issue: Harry's increasingly isolated position, even among those who once offered him unwavering support. Eugenie's backing was seen as an olive branch from the York side of the family, particularly when relations with Prince William, King Charles, and other senior royals hit rock bottom. Her decision to visit him in Montecito, despite the brewing royal tensions, was viewed by many as a noble attempt to keep the family bond alive. It's worth noting that Eugenie had previously appeared in a few of Harry and Meghan's public projects. She was seen as the bridge between the Sussexes and the Windsors, someone who could perhaps help repair the fractured relationships. But those hopes now seem misplaced. The alleged cold shoulder from Harry is reportedly what prompted Eugenie to finally speak out, and her words, though measured, are said to carry an unmistakable tone of betrayal. Insiders claim Eugenie feels used, particularly after standing by Harry through his highly publicized attacks on the royal institution, including the infamous Oprah interview and the tell-all memoir Spare. Many within the royal circle were stunned that Eugenie didn't publicly distance herself sooner, especially after Harry's book exposed deeply personal family tensions and painted a bleak picture of his upbringing. Eugenie put her reputation on the line, one royal aide stated. She defended Harry when few others would. She remained loyal, even when the rest of the family were blindsided by his accusations. To be cut off now, without explanation, has left her reeling. This is not just a personal fallout, it's indicative of Harry's growing detachment from reality, some royal watchers argue. Critics believe that Harry, fueled by his own grievances and Meghan's influence, has become increasingly self-righteous and dismissive of those who don't align perfectly with their narrative. Even mild disagreement or hesitation is treated as betrayal, a mindset that has led to a trail of burned bridges, from palace officials to longtime friends. Eugenie's quiet heartbreak may resonate with many who have followed Harry's story with a sense of disbelief. Once one of the most beloved members of the royal family, the cheeky younger brother of the future king, Harry is now viewed by many as a cautionary tale of what happens when fame, resentment, and misplaced ambition take over. His departure from royal duties was framed as a step toward freedom, but freedom, it seems, has come at the cost of nearly every meaningful relationship in his life. And now, with Eugenie seemingly out of the picture, Harry finds himself even more isolated. Meghan remains his staunchest ally, but even their brand has suffered. After a string of professional flops, including the collapse of their Spotify deal, a declining Netflix buzz, and mounting criticism over their personal conduct, the couple's star power is visibly dimming. What makes the alleged falling out with Eugenie particularly significant is the contrast it draws. While Eugenie has lived a life of relative normalcy and discretion, balancing public duty with a private life and steering clear of controversy, Harry has chosen the path of perpetual publicity, often at the expense of truth and unity. Where Eugenie has sought peace, Harry has courted drama. Some analysts believe that this could mark a turning point. If even Princess Eugenie, one of the most empathetic and least controversial royals, cannot remain in Harry's orbit, then perhaps the problem is not with the royal family, but with Harry himself. His ever-dwindling circle of supporters may finally be catching up with him, forcing the public to re-evaluate his motivations and the cost of his choices. Princess Eugenie's response may not come in the form of a scandalous interview or bombshell memoir, but the message is clear: even patience has its limits.